Today we are going to discuss something about adrenal glands. So let's start. Adrenal gland. So we have two parts of adrenal glands. As we know that these adrenal are present on the kidneys of human human body like this. These are kidneys of human, and these are present at on this anterior part of kidneys. This adrenal gland have two parts, two types of tissues. Like first one is adrenal adrenal cortex, and second one is adrenal medulla. So we have here three parts. Like this one is adrenal medulla, and we have two parts also, three parts rather say, inner part, middle part, and outer one. These three parts, inner parts, middle part, and outermost parts, are known as adrenal cortex, and I would say this whole is medulla. This whole part is medulla. And these three parts are adrenal cortex. Now we will further divide it, like we will say first part as zona glomerulosa. This secretes mineral corticoids like aldosterone. These zona glomerulosa secretes mineral corticoids. Mineral corticoids like so next one is zona fasciculata. Zona fasciculata secretes glucocorticoid like cortisol. Cortisol is the example of glucocorticoid. Zona fasciculata secretes glucocorticoid, and the example of it is cortisol. Example of it is cortisol. Now next one is third one, which is zona reticularis, which secretes sex corticoids. We have discussed the diagram of this, like we said this is adrenal medulla. These three are, as we have learned here, like zona glomerulosa, glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, and zona reticularis. So these three is comprises of adrenal cortex, and middle one is adrenal. This is adrenal medulla. Now we will discuss something different. Now we will discuss more about cortisol, which is glucocorticoid. Example of glucocortisol, corticoids. Let's say cortisol. Now what it does? It does muscle protein breakdown. It also do, this is known as proteolysis, and it also convert protein, as we have learned here, protein into amino acid by catabolism. I will write it, amino acids. Now we have discussed that triglyceride lipolysis also happened here. Now we will discuss about immunological function of cortisol. So immunological function of cortisol. It performs anti-inflammatory hormone. And decrease lymphocyte production. Now we'll do more about zona glomerulosa. Zona glomerulosa. It is outermost layer of cortex which makes mineralocorticoid. And as we know that the example of mineral corticoid is aldosterone. Aldosterone acts on kidney, like it acts on DCT. Let's say this is a filtrate, as we have learned in excretion chapter, and this is capillary, peritubular capillary, where blood is flowing. And this is filtrate. Now, when sodium is shifted toward this side from filtrate to the blood vessels or peritubular capillary, so that it helps in the muscle contraction and relaxation. Now water is also shifted toward this side and concentrated urine is produced. That is all role of aldosterone. And as we know, potassium is also shifted from this side to this side. Now the third part of it is zona reticularis. We'll do it. Zona reticularis. Secretes sex corticoid. Now function is help in growth of facial, axial and pubic hairs, but it doesn't even very important for us, so there is no any such requirement of this hormone, but still it is there, then we have to read. Now there is a disease which is attached to this, that is Addison's disease. Addison's disease. This disease happens due to non-secretion of hormone of adrenal cortex. Reason, either it may be removal of adrenal cortex or there may be some disease happened in adrenal cortex which resulted into not formation of adrenal hormones. Now the symptoms are, as we know that it helps in increase the glucose level. Hormones helps in increase the glucose level by the Addison's disease. Blood glucose level become low, or which is known as hyperglycemia, and sodium and water excessive loss will be there, because there will not be mineral corticoids so to restore it. But that's why the sodium and water, there will be the excessive loss of sodium and water, so which is resulted in the dehydration, muscle weakness, etc. So now it's turn to talk about adrenal medulla. So hormones secreted like catecholamines, which is divided into hormones known as catecholamines, I think. So these are divided into adrenaline and non-adrenaline. So these are helps in three F's: fight, flight, and fright. These hormones increase respiratory rate, which resulted in the increase in the taking of oxygen, and it also increase the heart rate, and there will be the pupil dilation so that person can see in less light, which helps in a critical situation or emergency situation. In this emergency situation, alertness increases, goosebumps will be there, and for as we are, if someone is frightening and he's running because of that, then there may be the glucosen of breakdown of glucosen will be there, means there will be the glucogenolysis will be there, glycogenolysis will be there. Now there will be the protein break is also. So so with this we have ended our adrenal gland. We will discuss another gland in next video. With this, thank you.